Good afternoon, class 11 commerce. Today start the new topics journal. Okay, before starting the journal, so many rules of debit and credit discussed in their earlier topics. Okay, now first, what do you mean by journal? The books in which all the business transactions are entered systematically for the first time is known as journal. That means all business transactions first recorded in the books. This book is known as journal. Transactions happen, they are recorded in a book. This book is known as journal. Journal, there are others name, books of original entry, day book, chronological book, etc., etc. Okay. Now then, what are the features of journal? The main features of journal, that means journal is recorded all transaction, all business transactions are recorded in journal. Next again, second feature, it recorded the date wise or chronological order. All transactions are recorded date wise. Okay, say January, 2nd January, 3rd January, 5th January, not again 3rd January. That means systematical order or date was recorded. Next again, it records all the books of original entry. Original entry also recorded. Next again, another feature, that means both journal both recorded debit and credit aspects of every transactions are recorded. Under which aspects? Double entry system. That means every transaction must be recorded on debit sides and on the other hand credit sides. Okay. Now again also journal, their main features, their brief history of the transactions are recorded, that is known as narration. Okay. Now next another feature, it maintains the separate identity of each transaction and gives a complete and clear picture of the transaction in one entry. That is the important features. Next again another feature, it has recorded the daily transaction. Business is not only for one day, every day, that everyday transactions are recorded. Next another features also, a single journal entry may also have a records of more than one transaction. Such types of entry is called compound entry or mixed entry. Okay. Now again discuss next functions of journal. Now main functions of journal are as follows. Again also they are first recorded date wise or chronological order also recorded. Next explain in the debit and credit under the double entry aspects or dual aspects concepts also. Next again, it provides a business for posting entry into the ledger also. Okay. Now again also it keeps the separate a complete record of every business transaction at one place and it is a permanent record of the business. Okay. Now next again there are theory portions also. Their objectives of journal. Main objectives of journal are as follows. Journal, the use of journal simplifies ledger. Number 2, from journal itself adequate explanation of each entry may be obtained as every journal entry is supported by narration. Another objective, in journal both aspects of transactions are recorded, hence it ensures observance of double entry systems. Journalizing helps in solving misunderstanding and disputes in the business. Okay. Now next again there, before journal you just prepare what is the rules of journalizing. Rules of journalizing. Rules of journalizing. Rules. Rules of journalizing. Rules of journalizing, that may under double entry systems, that their account may be divided into three. First account, personal account. Personal account, again there are three types of personal account in earlier classes discussed in details. Okay. Now personal account, there are golden rules. Golden rules: receive at the debit, and give her credit. Okay. Number two, a real account. Real account means all accounts relating to assets, current assets, fixed assets, etc. There are golden rules. What comes in debit? What comes in debit and what goes out credit. Okay. Now then another accounts, nominal account. Except personal account and real account, other account is known as nominal account. Only expenses, losses, income and gains are recorded under this nominal account: wages, salary, rent, insurance, etc., etc. What are their golden rules? All expenses or losses, debit. All incomes or gains, credit. Okay, this is the rules of generalizing. Again repeats, personal account, there are golden rules. This is the golden rules: receive at the debit, give her the credit. But in the case of real account, comes in debit, goes out credit. And expenses and losses are debit, income and gains are credit. Okay, everybody understand? Now let us one example how to prepare their journal. Journal, there next theory, format of journal. Format of journal. Format of journal. Format of journal may be divided into 5. This format: first you write date, top portion you write in the books of say Ram, journal. Now there are 5 parts. First part is known as date. Second part is known as particulars. And third part is known as ledger folio. Fourth part is debit. And last part credit. Now this is the format of journal. The format of journal may be divided into 5 parts. First part is known as date. Date wise recorded. Date wise recorded means chronological date wise recorded. This is the say 2020 August, 5th August, 6th August, 7th August, 9th August, 12th August and so on. Particular, the very important this step, which account debit, which account credit, also recorded in details, and again also there brief history of the transaction, that is known as narration, also recorded. And then ledger folio, third column is ledger folio, ledger page number also recorded. Which page? Journal to ledger posting, either real account or personal account or nominal account. Which page? It also mentions specifically. And debit column means debit amount. Debit amount recorded debit column, and credit column recorded their credit amount. Okay. Now let us one example how to prepare journal. Now first question: Ram started business with cash rupees 50,000. This is the transaction. First you identify their two related account. You identify the two account. First account open is cash, second account open is capital. Now then you apply the what types of account. Cash is a real account and capital is a personal account. Then apply their golden rules. Golden rules means which account to be debit, which account to be credit. Now in this case, cash comes in, cash account debit, and capital is the personal account, then the giver is credit. Now how to write? Say 2020 March 2nd March 2, Ram started business with cash. What is the journal entry? Before journal you are divided the so many steps also. That is the first, identify the two related account, because all are follow under the double entry system. Must be recorded one account debit and another account credit. Now in this case, cash account debit to capital account. Now how to write? Cash account dr means debit to capital or Ram's capital. Say 50,000, that means cash account 50,000 and credit sides also 50,000. Now narration, being started business with cash. Okay. Now next transaction, purchase goods for cash, rupees 10,000. Purchase goods for cash, this is the transaction. Now you identify the two related account. First, one account cash and another account is purchase. Purchase, what types of account? Nominal account. Nominal account, the rules, expenses and losses debit, income and gains are credit. Now cash is goes out, then credit. Now what is the journal entry? Purchase account debit to cash account. Say 4th March, purchase account debit to cash account. Okay, say 10,000, debit column 10,000 and credit column 10,000. Again also there are brief history, that is known as narration. Being goods purchased. Now next transaction, wages paid for rupees 8,000. Wages paid, say 5th March, wages paid rupees 8,000. Now two accounts are opened, one account wages and another account cash. The wages is a what type of account? Nominal account. Apply the golden rules, expenses losses debit, one account debit, another account automatically credit. Now the journal entry, wages account debit to cash account, amount 8,000. Okay. Being wages paid in cash. Now next last transaction, another, sold goods for cash rupees 20,000. Sold goods for cash rupees 20,000. Say 7th March, sold goods for cash. Two accounts are open, one account cash and another account sales. Cash is the what types of account? A real account. Sales is the nominal account, income or gains. In this case, cash comes in debit, then journal entry, cash account debit to sales account. Okay. Now you have to write again, cash account debit to sales account. Say 20,000. 20,000 debit, 20,000 credit. Okay. Again, being goods sold for cash. Everybody understand? Okay. Now next class discuss again there are another types of journal entry. Thank you.